Welcome to AssistEdge RPA PDF data extraction video. In this video, we will create the automation process which extracts data from a set of PDF documents with different structures. To start with this automation process, we will first create the PDF template for the iConnect bill. From the Canvas tools present in the Design tab of the Automation Studio, select PDF Template Creator activity. As soon as the activity is clicked, Open PDF File dialog box prompts to select the PDF file using which the template will be created. Select any PDF bill which belongs to the iConnect broadband. Once the PDF is loaded, click on Template Configuration and select Create New Template. We will be creating this template using references. In scenarios where the PDF content will remain fixed at definite coordinates, we can opt for Fixed Rectangle Area Selection, which extracts data without the need of creating references. For creating references, select the option of Reference Configuration and then Add New Reference in the Template Configuration window. Provide search string as bill number. Click Search in Document to check if the search string exists in the selected PDF. The template creator highlights the first occurrence of the provided search string. In case there are multiple occurrences of the same search string, then by providing search index value, the desired occurrence can be selected. If no search index is provided, it defaults to 0. Click on Add Reference to add the reference of bill number. Next, add another reference by providing search string as due date. Clicking on Search in Document highlights two occurrences of due date, which are amount before due date and amount after due date. Provide search index as 0 and click Add Reference for creating the reference for due date, which occurs in the string of amount before due date. Click on View Existing References to verify the created references. Next, for extracting data using these references, select the option of Field Configuration and then select Field Operation as Add New Field. In the Selection Area tab, provide the field name as bill number and select Area Selection Type as two corners. For corner 1, select corner location as left top and select reference as bill number. Click Select Point for Offset button and then click on the left top starting point of the bill number value. Provide extra padding to compensate for the different spacing of the characters. For corner 2, select corner location as right bottom and select reference as bill number. Click Select Point for Offset button and then click on the right bottom ending point of the bill number value. Click Add Field to add the configuring field. Next, add another field with a name as amount. Select Area Selection Type as two corners. For corner 1, select corner location as left top and select reference as due date. Click Select Point for Offset button and then click on the left top starting point of the bill amount. Provide extra padding to compensate for the bill of higher amount. For corner 2, select corner location as right bottom and select reference as due date. Click Select Point for Offset button and then click on the right bottom ending point of the bill amount. Click Add Field to add the configuring field. Click on View Existing Fields to verify the created fields and highlight the field to verify proper area selection. Next, click on Save Template. Provide the name of the template and click Save. Click on Extract Data to verify if the data is getting extracted properly. For our template, correct data is getting extracted. Click on Export to Studio. Provide the desired name to the process. In our case, we will name it as iConnect Extractor. The PDF template creator exports the created template along with the file location of the PDF in a new process. In the argument section, we can note that the argument's name of bill number and amount corresponds to the configured fields. These fields will store the data once the PDF template is applied to the selected PDF during the runtime. This process will be called by another process which will pass different locations of the iConnect broadband bill from which the bill number and the amount must be extracted. For that reason, create an argument with name as PDF path. Click on the PDF extractor activity and in the Properties pane, provide the file name as PDF path argument rather than a hard-coded value. Click on Save to save the process. Since this process will be called by another process, we will publish this process. Select the profile, provide the comments, and click on Publish. Next, we will create the PDF template for Tectel bill and repeat the similar steps like that of the iConnect bill. Select the template creator activity and this time select any PDF bill which belongs to the Tectel broadband. Click on Template Configuration and select Create New Template. Provide search string as bill number. Click Search in Document to check if the search string exists in the selected PDF. The template creator highlights the first occurrence of the bill number string. Click on Add Reference to add the reference of bill number. Next, add another reference by providing search string as due till. Clicking on Search in Document highlights the occurrence of the string due till. Click Add Reference for creating the reference for due till. For creating fields, select the option of Field Configuration and then select Field Operation as Add New Field. In the Selection Area tab, provide the field name as bill number and select Area Selection Type as 2 corners. For corner 1, select corner location as left top and reference as bill number. Click Select Point for Offset button and then click on the left top starting point of the bill number value. For corner 2, select corner location as right bottom and reference as bill number. Click Select Point for Offset button and click on the right bottom ending point of the bill number value. Click Add Field to add the configuring field. Next, add another field with the name as Amount, with Area Selection Type as 2 corners. For corner 1, select the corner location as left top and reference as due till. Click Select Point for Offset button and click on the left top starting point of the bill amount. Provide extra padding to compensate for the bill of higher amount. For corner 2, select corner location as right bottom and reference as due till. Click Select Point for Offset button and click on the right bottom ending point of the bill amount. Click Add Field to add the configuring field. Next, click on Save Template. Provide the name of the template and click Save. Next, click on Extract Data to verify if the data is getting extracted properly. For this template as well, correct data is getting extracted. The text of INR will be later removed using the substring function. Click Export to Studio and provide the desired name to the process. In our case, we will name it as Tectel Extractor. For this process as well, create an argument with the name as PDF path. Click on the PDF Extractor activity and in the Properties pane, provide the file name as PDF path. Click on Save to save the process. Since this process will be also called by another process, we will publish this process as well. Select the profile, provide the comments and click on Publish. Next, as discussed in the previous video, the challenge which lies ahead is to identify the type of biller, that is iConnect or tactile broadband when n number of different PDFs are being fed to the automation process during the runtime. To solve this issue, we will now create another PDF template which will be capable of identifying the type of biller. This template will be created using the iConnect broadband bill. Click on the PDF template creator activity and select iConnect bill. Create a new template and then create a reference using the search string as invoice. The reason of selecting invoice as a reference is that the text invoice occurs in both the types of PDFs, be it iConnect or tactile. In case the template is configured using area selection type as fixed rectangle, it wouldn't require finding a common word. Click on Add Reference. Next, using this reference, we will extract the text MBPS. Select Field Configuration and add new field. Provide field name as extracted text. Select area selection type as two corners. For corner 1, select corner location as left top and select reference as invoice. Click Select Point for Offset button and then click on the left top starting point of the text MBPS. For corner 2, select corner location as right bottom and select reference as invoice. Click Select Point for Offset button and then click on the right bottom ending point of the text MBPS. Click Add Field to add the configuring field. For all the iConnect bills, the field of extracted text will always contain MBPS. If the same template is applied to the tactile bill, it won't contain the text MBPS. This is how this template will help us to identify the biller. Save the template. Provide the name of the template and click Save. Next, click on Extract Data to verify if the data is getting extracted properly. Click Export to Studio and provide the desired name to the process. In our case, we will name this process as Master Template. For this process as well, create an argument with the name as PDF path. Click on the PDF extractor activity and in the Properties pane, provide the file name as PDF path. Click Save to save the process. Since this process will also be called by another process, we will publish this process as well. Select the profile, provide the comments and click on Publish. Now we have 3 published processes which extract data from the PDF. Next, we'll create a process to reuse all the 3 processes and feed different types of PDF broadband bills to these processes. Click Create and select the option of Process to create a new process. For all the PDF extractor processes, we need to provide the file path of the PDF from which data will be extracted. To get the file path, search for the File Search activity. Drag the activity onto the canvas and connect it with Start Node. The File Search activity requires the path of the directory where files must be searched, pattern of the file names, and output Excel path where the result of the search files will be stored. So let's create these arguments with default values to give input to the File Search activity. Create an argument with name as Bill's path and provide the default value as the path of the directory containing all the bills. Create another argument with name as pattern and provide the default value as star.pdf. Another argument with name as search files with the default value as the location of the Excel file which will store the result of searched files. Let's keep this Excel at the same location where all the bills are present. This Excel file is currently not present at the location. The file search activity will create this file if it doesn't exist and replace it if it already exists. Provide the input in the file search activity as per the created argument. Test run the process to create the Excel file. As the test run is successful, this process creates an Excel file at our location. Let's open and view the Excel file. We can note that this file contains various details of the PDF files present at the provided location. From this file, we are also getting the file path of all the PDF bills. To iterate every row of the file, we'll use Excel loop activity. Before using the Excel loop activity in our process, we must understand that when the PDF path will be supplied to the PDF extractor processes of iConnect and TechTel, they will provide us with the extracted value of bill number and amount. To store these values, let's create arguments for the same without any default values. Also, create an argument for the text which will be extracted for the master template without any default value. Next thing we must understand is that we will provide multiple PDFs from which bill number and amount will be extracted. To store these values for every PDF, we will create a data table. Search for the Create Data Table activity and connect it with the File Search activity. Provide the name of the data table. Click on the Settings gear to configure the columns of this data table. Click to add the first column. Provide column name as biller, which will store the biller name. Add another column of bill number. Add one more column and provide column name as amount. Keep the data type as text for all these columns and click Confirm. Next, search for the Excel loop activity and connect it with the Create Data Table activity. Click on the Excel file location and select the Excel file of searchedfiles.xls, which contains all the details of the search PDF files. This file is the same file which got created by running the file search activity. Select Excel sheet as Sheet 1 and check the box has headers. Click on the Settings gear, verify the column names, their parameter names, and then click Confirm. Clicking Confirm, create the arguments with the name corresponding the Excel column names. Double-click the Excel loop activity. Next, in the Canvas tools, search for Reuse Process activity. Drag and drop the Reuse activity inside the Excel loop activity. Select the master template process and its corresponding profile. Click on the Settings gear and select the option of Parameter Mapping. Map extracted text with the extracted text and PDF path with the file path argument of the parent process. Click on Confirm and save the mapping. Next, search for the If activity in the Canvas tools. Drag and connect the If activity with the Reuse Process block. With this If block, we will take the decision of applying the correct template to the correct PDF. In the expression box, provide the expression to check if extracted text contains the text of Mbps. If the text contains Mbps, we will call the reuse process which extract data from the iConnect bill. Otherwise, we will reuse the process which extract data from the TechTel bill. Drag and drop the reuse activity in the Then block as well as the Else block. In Then block, select the process of iConnect extractor and its corresponding profile. In the Else block, select the process of TechTel extractor and its corresponding profile. Click on the Settings gear of iConnect extractor, Reuse process, and select Parameter Mapping. Map bill number, amount, and PDF path of the reuse process arguments with that of bill number, amount, and file path arguments of the parent process. Similarly, do the same parameter mapping of Tectel extractor reuse process as that of iConnect extractor reuse process. Once the reuse process runs, they will return the bill number and the extracted amount from the PDF path supplied to it. With this, we will be also able to identify the type of biller. If data is extracted from iConnect, then the biller name is iConnect, otherwise the biller name will be Tectel. To store the biller name, create an argument with name as biller name. Next, search the assign activity in the Canvas tools. Drag and connect the activity with the iConnect extractor reuse process and Tectel extractor reuse process as well. Assign biller name as iConnect in then block and biller name as Tectel in the else block. For the Tectel extractor process, the amount will contain INR in the extracted value. To remove that, drag the assign activity and connect it with the Tectel extractor process. Assign amount as a substring of the amount starting from the 4th position. This will remove the text INR and the space after it. To store the extracted bill number and amount, search for the add row activity. Drag the activity and connect it with the if block. Select the data table name which was previously created. Click the settings gear to map the input value of the columns. For biller, select biller name argument. For bill number, select bill number argument. And for amount, select amount argument and click confirm. Now all the extracted values of bill number and amount for every PDF iterated using Excel loop will be stored in the data table. We will next export this data table in the form of an Excel sheet. Navigate to the flowchart of the process. In the Canvas tools, search for the activity of export data table. Drag the activity and connect it with the Excel loop activity. The activity expects the arguments of data table name and export file path. Let's create an argument with the name of extracted bill data and default value as the file path of the Excel which will store the data table. Let's store the extracted bill data Excel in the same location. In the export data table activity, select the data table name and argument of the export file path. Check the include headers and overwrite file box. Save the process and test run the process. Once the test run is successful, we will be able to see an Excel file which is generated at the configured path. This Excel contains the bill number and amount along with the biller name for all the broadband bills. Hence, we have successfully created the automation process and met our requirement to extract data from a set of PDF documents with different structures. That is not the end of your automation journey. View our other tutorials to learn AssistEdge RPA. Happy automating!